What's going on, everyone? This is Drake back with Learn Log Bait. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. In today's video, I'm going to be trying to teach you how to beat Hog Earthquake with log bait. Full disclosure, these clips are from last season, but I think with the balance changes, only like Dark Goblin and Firecracker got, I guess, nerfed, and I feel like the Evos don't matter too much in this matchup regardless, so I think it's going to be some useful footage nonetheless. So we're in the first match against this guy. He has a YouTube, so shout out to him. And shout out to Silver Cage for requesting this video. I had been thinking about doing it, but I finally got around to editing it. By the way, speaking of that, I do want to apologize. I haven't uploaded in a minute. I've been trying to work on some shorts content, and with all the Evo furnace going around, Logbait hasn't exactly been the best spot. But thank you guys so much for your patience and your support. This channel somehow blew up like crazy after I think like one short. So yeah, just want to say really huge thanks to you guys. I'm gonna stop yapping and just start trying to tell you guys what's going on. So we have the King Tower activated from Firecracker. That's probably the number one tip against this matchup. And then number two being if you know they're about to send an Earthquake with their Hog Rider, you should do the anti-EQ placement as shown in a lot of my shorts and also earlier in this match when he hog rider behind his Mighty Miner. So I try to go for a play here. By the way, this isn't live commentary, but I try to go for a play here to predict the Firecracker, and we did, but I was a little too late in the log because I thought he would place it towards the left side of the map, which is what usually they do. It's either full middle or full left or right, but in this case he put a Firecracker right on top. So we put Evo Dart down. I feel like since there's no really big pushes against this matchup, Evo Dart's not going to do too much. And by the way, this video does just run the Evo Dart and the just normal cannon, so no rocket, no Inferno Tower. So, but I think it's still valuable nonetheless. Okay, so he outcycled us, and we're going to take some hits, but we have Evo Barrel, so we can kind of trade damage here. And we can get a nice dual lane pressure going, because I feel like he went all in, and I feel like it was kind of an overcommitment. So you see we won the damage trade there, and we still get good pressure in both lanes. We go for he keeps going hog middle, which I think is interesting. I'm not really sure why he's doing that. Maybe to give more time for EQ placement, but typically you're not gonna see that. So, and he's not really sending Earthquakes. But I promise you guys, in the next few matches, we're gonna be facing some just hog EQ maniacs. They send Earthquake every time, and kind of have to work to outplay them. So he goes with Earthquake right on top of our cannon, and then you always have to watch out for the Firecracker, so we just get a Knight on top of it. And then just go in for on the other side, and then keep up the pressure with Princess. This is one of those matchups where it's okay to I guess spam Princess at the bridge. And you notice how valuable having the King Tower up is just for DPSing down the hog. It can really make a difference between getting 0 hits versus 1 hit, 1 hit versus 2 hits. So yeah, Evo Dart's always going to be helping out against Mighty Miner, trying to take it out before he can outcycle us with the hog, so the Mighty Miner can't be a tank. I guess get a kind of a bad cannon placement here, but he still has to defend, so he can't really go in with the Earthquake, which is nice. I would say another really big tip is know when they have Evo Cannon, because if you kind of go in way too much when they have Evo Cannon in hand, with your Evo Barrel, you're just gonna it's gonna crush your Princess, Dark Goblin, Goblin Gang all in one hit. So that's definitely a good thing to know. So we're in a pretty good damage lead. I would say another tip is when you're in triple elixir, you kind of just have to go on autopilot. Stop thinking and just place cards, because they have a quicker cycle than you, even with this quick cycle deck, just because of the Mighty Miner and the 3-card cycle. But yeah, just you have to be playing really fast paced, because their chip damage is mainly going to come from Earthquakes and Firecracker trying to splash on the tower. So you see he keeps going for these Firecrackers, but so you have to be ready for the Knight to block it. Hog Rider does get a hit, unfortunately, but we go for he's starting to go all in. Sorry, crazy starter there, but he still has to defend this, and I think this is where we take the match, because he just wasted so much elixir trying to go all in. We just stalled and bridge blocked, and he didn't log on our push. So we're in the next match against this guy. Just chilling for now. He goes with Ice Spirit. We can just log it. I've cannon ready because Ice Spirit usually means like Hog, and my reaction time is like, I don't know about you guys, but like my reaction time is super slow. So it's always really nice to kind of hover the cannon and get ready. And he has Firecracker and Mighty Miner. So but at this point in the match, I like definitely know he's playing like Hog Rider. There is like a Mighty Miner, Firecracker, Recruit spam deck, but since he already played like Log, Ice Spirit, Cannon, like I know for a fact it's going to be Hog EQ. So we don't need to go for anti-EQ placement there because he didn't get his EQ off in time. Plus we have King helping. So that's a good tip, interaction to know. Like a good tip is if you just cannon in a normal spot and they Earthquake, but your King's activated and they don't send like a Firecracker or anything. Even if they do send a Firecracker, it's like nice to know to place your cannon low because Cannon Ice Spirit is just gonna, if you time it right, it's gonna completely counter Hog EQ. Should have gone for a prediction log there, honestly. That's another good tip that I think I try to pull off in later in this video. He has to log, so this is another good tip to know. If you time the log right in the Goblin Gang on the Hog Rider, Hog gets no hits. Unless he like preemptively EQs, which by the way, he was late to Earthquake, obviously. So really sweaty tip, but you can actually push your princess. If the cannon is one tile lower, I can hit the right tower if I push my princess with my Ice Spirit. I can link a video to like that short in the description, as well as the on the top right in this link. So when they Firecracker in the back and you do have princess in hand and log, you can like princess at the bridge and then log the tower. Because log plus one princess hit does kill Firecracker, but in that case, like obviously we didn't have it, and he misses his Evo Cannon while the princess is still locked on. So that's kind of really big for us. And then we go for anti-EQ position here, just because like I know he's gonna go in Earthquake. So we preserve our cannon and defend that push nicely. It's going to be really important when they have something tanking, such as the Mighty Miner, just so like the Earthquake doesn't shred your cannon. So he outcycled us, and he gets one hit, and Earthquakes are Goblin Gang. That's the annoying part about like knowing if they have Knight or Mighty Miner kind of puts a little bit more pressure on you if they have Mighty Miner. So you have to be more prepared for them to outcycle you, just because like the three card cycle is so broken. So he gets a Evo Cracker down. We have a princess on the board, which is nice because he just logged and he can't take it, so it's gonna get some value. And the Firecracker gets DPS'd, so log kills it. So we get a really nice defense here again. We cycle Dark Goblin in the back, just get to the evolution. We can princess to the bridge just to pressure, and we get a nice pre-log. I think on Ice Spirit and Skeletons, which is really nice. So that's kind of what I was talking about before. We forced a cannon out of him, but it's honestly too late. Princess got like 3 shots. So we have good damage in both lanes. We're ready for Hog Rider. We have Evo Dart coming up, so we don't really need to do anti-EQ. Plus, like if I cannon up high, the cannon would have sniped his cannon would have sniped my cannon, and we have and he had Firecracker. So yeah, Evo Dart's gonna put in some work. We can go in for a nice Evo barrel push here. He logs the weaker side. Honestly, probably could have switched up the barrel placement, but I don't think it matters that much. We get really good damage on both lanes regardless. The princess locks on, and then we can just knight for the Firecracker, splashing our King Tower and also fully defending. So we can just go for princess again, just give it the pressure. Pro tip, if you put like one tile to the right, that Ice Spirit doesn't like pull the princess, if that makes sense. So the princess gets on the tower. So if you want to get like on the tower and you know you're playing against a cycle deck, you'll sacrifice like the lock, like a quick lock on the tower. You'll sacrifice a quicker lock on the tower, but you'll get to bypass the princess. So nice princess. This is why stacking princess is so important in these cycle matchups, because like they have to log your barrel, but if they have no way to like kill your princess, princess can just sit here and just get so much value. But we did kind of choke there with the defense. I misplaced the cannon. It gets really crazy in triple elixir, but we got the win, so that was really nice. Yeah, we almost lost that when Hog got 2 hits. So we're in the next match. He has Cannoneer, so this was like annoying Skeleton Barrel, like Evo Skelly Barrel, Skeleton King, like Mortar meta, but he plays Knight in the back. So I'm thinking like this might be like Graveyard or something until he has Knight and Ice Spirit. Expo doesn't run Cannoneer, so or at least not typically. So at this point, yeah, he Firecrackers and I just react with the Goblin Gang. He hogs in front, and then I somehow my gang like doesn't push like it pushes the hog so the hog doesn't go for my cannon, even though the cannon's like one tile higher than normal, which is annoying. And I think I failed to activate here because the princess somehow just like one shots the firecracker, which is unfortunate. And he was also running goblins, so kind of a little bit of funky deck, slower cycle from him. But we're cycling back to our cannon because I know he's going to try to outcycle me because he's just spamming like cycle cards. So we get back to our cannon and wait ready. I wanted to show this match, especially because like he's still running Hog EQ, but he has Bomb Tower instead of like Cannon or Tesla and Evo Cannon. We get a nice prediction on the Firecracker by protecting our Princess with the Gang, and he has to go with the Knight, which is nice. I could have put a Dark Goblin down to DPS it even further, but I think that would have been overcommitment. But anyways, Bomb Tower actually does really well against bait, like obviously. So I think it was worth including, even though you typically don't see Bomb Tower with Hog EQ that much. Could have, I wasn't really locked in. I could have hovered my log to kind of kill his goblins, but it's fine. So we just go with the cannon. Now he flashes EQ, but we have Dark Goblin helping, and we don't even need the log. I almost logged, but I didn't. So we're just chilling. You should throw a barrel. I know he's gonna log. It's a negative elixir trade, but like you have to do it just to get to the evil barrel. Otherwise, you're not gonna generate any offense. Let's go with the Princess of the Bridge. He catches it with the Knight, which is well played. And then he Bomb Towers on it, but Dark Goblin can easily snipe it. And then we try to protect. Yeah, we predict the Firecracker. Oh, no, we don't. Just like 1 millisecond too late. But I knew he was going to Firecracker, and I was just a little late with the Knight, which is unfortunate. And then Hog still gets a hit, which is mad annoying. Or 2 hits. Jesus Christ. Okay. We just go in with the Evo Barrel Push. Honestly, should have... yeah, again, I wasn't really paying attention to this match. I should have gone Goblin Gang on the other side. Just always like try to usually like 90% of the time you should like Evo Barrel like the weaker tower, if that makes sense, because they're always gonna log and try to protect their weaker tower no matter what. Get a nice anti EQ placement with the Knight pushing the Hog Rider to the cannon. The Firecracker helps on the cannon, but like that's a good interaction to see that like it doesn't really do enough just because like the cannon pulls the Hog so far. He gets a Knight to catch both the. Okay, we log the Stag Goblins away, which is nice, and then the Princess gets on tower. It's a weaker tower, but it doesn't matter. We can get a nice Dark Goblin down, and then a Knight to try to predict any Firecracker. And then once that... okay, this was a kind of a bozo play, but we just gang right into the Bomb Tower bomb, which is a really bad play, but it's okay. We get really good damage, nonetheless, because we outcycled him. And then we just get a Princess down, and then another Cannon Ice Spirit to pull the Hog. So you see the Firecracker like chips the cannon, but like it actually doesn't even matter. Even if like we didn't have Princess down, I don't think it would have mattered. We get a nice log value there, and then you just cannon. He has to log. Maybe we could have ganged, but like honestly, it's fine. You get a nice Princess at the bridge. Pre-log for like Ice Spirit. Okay, yeah. Unfortunate. But yeah, if I timed that log like a little bit better, it would have caught like some stuff and allowed Princess to get a hit, but it's okay. This is still like very losable though, because we don't have direct damage on their tower, except like cycling like 3 logs. So it'll be tricky. I don't know why I logged there, but it's fine. We get a Dark Goblin down, but unfortunately it's locked onto the Knight instead of the Hog. But we get a gang just in time, so Firecracker doesn't like destroy us. Pretty bad Princess of the Bridge. I actually think I like choked this, but I forgot how this match ended. But by the way, these like, if you haven't noticed by now, like these matches go like really late in overtime, just because like I feel like if you both play pretty well, it's somewhat of an even matchup, but it's definitely a lot easier to lose with log bait, if that makes any sense at all. Yeah, so unfortunate loss there, but I wanted to show it just because I feel like the gameplay was like solid nonetheless. Just a lot of mistakes that you were seeing and can easily identify at the end. So hopping to the last match, up against this guy, just go with the barrel anti-NATO spot. He logs, but yeah, always try to go barrel anti-NATO because if they get their king up, it's gonna be really annoying for your Evo barrel, because your Evo barrel is like almost useless. It's like playing against a Dagger Duchess. We needed the log there because I messed up my cannon placement, and he went straight in for a Hog EQ, which would be bad if I had Inferno Tower, but like it's whatever. He spirits to the bridge, which is bad because we can get a free king up without even like using firecracker. And then he mighty miners to the bridge. We just gang middle, because if we gang right on top of it, the bomb will like completely kill. But at least when you gang middle, any abilities, you have like some troops like still helping out and pulling the mighty miner to the middle. So we know he has Evo Cracker from the purple diamond. But I mean, like 99% of the time they're gonna be running Evo Cracker. We Ice Spirit and he EQs, but it doesn't even matter because well, actually, yeah, it does matter because like we had a, I guess, Dark Goblin in it, but it's fine. Could have even gone with like a Princess to predict the skeletons. I knew he was gonna skeletons, but that might have been an overcommitment. I like putting Princess at the bridge anyways. We try to get a nice prediction, but like he drops 5 elixirs to just take out the Princess with a mighty E Spirit, which I think is still like solid for us because that way he cycles to his hog like slower. We know he's gonna log this, but like it's fine. We have to cycle to the evil barrel, like I said, and we have cannon ready. So this is the interaction I was talking about. Even if they EQ, if you have a king up and your other, like if you pull your cannon like correctly, like it doesn't even matter. It's if the timing is like hard for you to react to and like you mess up the Ice Spirit like I so often do, kind of doing that is like fine. We try to get a pre-log on his cycle cards, but he cannons and then skeletons, which is I guess well played. But that means we can go for Princess, kind of like without consequences. He catches it with the E Spirit, which is well played. And then we get a nice Knight down to push the hog. So you're kind of noticing a theme here. When they have a tank, you like pretty much always want to go like hog into EQ. And here's where we can go the dual lane push. But since he has E Spirit, he's going to do really well against the Evo Barrel, which is unfortunate. But like we're doing pretty well. We're like not that far behind. We have to get a Dark Goblin down. I just didn't have like optimal cards, I feel like, to push to my cannon, but it's okay. We get a nice counter push here. It was a really bad night though because Dark Goblin always wants to run in front, which is like mad annoying. We get a Goblin getting up high to try to protect our Princess. While DPSing down the Mighty Miner, he logs. We get an Ice Spirit. Just keep trying to protect it, and then a Knight, and we finally catch the Cracker. But like at that point, it doesn't matter. So maybe I should have cut my losses there and stop trying to protect my Princess, which is in such a vulnerable spot to begin with. We're going to take a lot of hits here, which is going to hurt. I think I actually lose this one too, but I guess you guys can learn from my mistakes. But at least I put like the wins in the beginning of the video. So here's another interaction where like your gang and log can complete counter hog. That rhymed. But he's going to quake the gang anyway, so it's unfortunate. Get some nice damage on the left side though, and then he has to go with skeletons to, I guess, prevent the Ice Spirit from hitting the tower. I have my cannon ready because that would be a perfect time for him to go hog, but for some reason he doesn't. And yeah, you always have to watch out for the Evo cannon. Thank God I didn't Princess there. Wait, actually, I think I might win this one. Okay, never mind. I messed up the I messed up the Ice Spirit, so that's what I was talking about. Like the placement's really hard to get down, but if you practice enough, like you'll be able to play this better than me. I'm definitely not good against this matchup. And then here the cannon somehow like snipes the Princess. I guess it upgraded its range, but that must be like stretching like the boundary. We get a nice Ice Spirit to try to protect against the Evo Cracker, and then the gang also pushes the hog to the other side, which is nice. But he's just like outcycling us like crazy, and like once you get too far behind in damage, and he has E-Spear for Evo Barrel, it's just super hard to come back. Which is why like those like little things like those little things like might not seem like much, but this is like 1800 medals Ultimate Champion. Like it's really difficult to come back. So that's gonna do it for today's video. If you enjoyed, please make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care, guys. Hope you have an awesome day.